All right, trying to get myself situated so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm not a hot mess this morning, even though I kind of am. So we're going to give it just a minute. And gather all the items. Turn this. There we go. There we go. All right. And hi, Sue Haley. I'm going to set myself up because we're going to be using, we're going to be getting messy this morning. So I'm just kind of preparing my desk for the inevitable a little bit and my journal. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in this morning with me. I think Rhonda said she was going to be a little late. I saw a text come through. I love this journal, but the pages stick. There we go. I love a messy station too. I actually did clean last night. So I'm just going to stick some paper towels between the two pages here. There we go. Because it's going to get messy. Thank you for being here with me this morning. Oh my gosh. And we're going to try something a little new that I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to go for it. Grabbing my coffee. Just realized, okay, I do have it. I was like, do I have my water? Yes, I need water. Wait, I also need this. I've got my tools. I've got scissors. I think I've got my glue. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so this is the last week, before Halloween. So, oh, you did? That's fun. This is the last week before Halloween. And even though I'm a Halloween girly, and obviously I will journal Halloween until the end of time, I thought this morning we could do one last Halloween spread with Collage Soup. Gives me an excuse to use some darker colors to show off one of my favorite tools that I love using when I art journal. I get asked a lot what I use when I draw certain things on darker backgrounds. Look at, this is my Mod Podge sweatshirt. Hot tip, don't wear black and Mod Podge because it doesn't come out. And if it does and you know something, drop it below and tell me. Okay, so this morning we're just going to be using, I had some e-pages left from the Not a Fairy Tale ebook over on collagesoup.com. This is Alice's version of like a darker Wonderland, which I'm obsessed with. I kind of love Zombie Alice. You guys know that I used Zombie Mad Hatter recently, so I thought I saved her, and so I thought I would use her for this spread today. I thought she was just a little bit perfect for what I wanted to do. Oh my gosh, thanks for the love. Hi, Mishu. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys, for being here this morning. So we're going to use Zombie Alice. Again, this book is called Not a Fairy Tale. This is available at collagesoup.com. This is Alice's darker version of Wonderland. This is an ebook, which means that you have an immediate download when you grab that book. As with all ebooks, I'm going to give you guys a little tip and let you know that I do not print the whole book at once. This is the type of thing that when you get the ebook, I only print the pages that I'm going to use that day or that week, because otherwise you're just printing all these pages. So there's a video here on the Collage Soup YouTube called Our Number One Question, and I show you how I extract those pages and use those to print just the pages that you want. So today we're going to use Zombie Alice, and I have some other little bits here. And then this image actually came from the Not a Fairy Tale. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually rip, because I don't want to use the whole image. I just want to use like little bits and pieces of it to make it fun. So let's get started, you guys. I'm going to use, because she's holding an umbrella, I'm going to use the raindrop stencil this morning with this. And then when I start working through the spread, I will start, oh, I forgot. I'm also going to use, really quick, the candles from Where the Curious Go. So this book right here is one of my favorites, and I love the dripping candle page. If you guys know, you know, I use it all the time, so I had that available. But as always, these techniques are duplicatable. Any of you can do these. And so I tried to make it easy and uncomplicated so that you guys feel good about trying these techniques and having fun with your journals, and maybe just mixing it up a little bit with your collage soup and with your journaling. Sometimes people get in funks and they're like, I don't know what to do. Try something new. Try something new. Mishu, I actually don't print at home. I send my pages to FedEx. I know people that do Staples or other local printers. Because I print so much for Collage Soup, I just send my pages over to FedEx. And on the video, I show you how I do that as well. And then, you know, if you're printing like, you know, just a few pages, it's just going to cost you a few dollars. But I use FedEx. All right, so let's get started, you guys. The colors that I want to use today. Oh, I just print. Where's my black? I just cleaned it out. There it is. Okay, are going to be like really dark colors. Looking at Alice, she's got like some reds and blacks. But because it is Halloween week, I thought we could use like some purple, black. And then I've got some of these really awesome like mica stains that are dark. But for the purpose of the stencil and the ghosting, I like to use the Dilutions shimmer sprays. And so we're going to be using crushed grape, black marble, and maybe funky fuchsia. Maybe I should do red. I like using the pink though. I think it gives it a little something. So the first thing that you have to do is you got to get your page nice and wet. Hi, Margaret. How are you? Okay, let's do this, you guys. I might have to stand up for some of this because it's just how it goes. And get your page super saturated. You want to just like make the pages nice and wet. Okay? I mean, I want it wet. I'm actually going to do this really quick and get it a little. Yes, try it out. I definitely I just use FedEx because they're good to me and they're local and they're close to me, so that's who I use. Okay, first up, we're just going to start spraying our ink, and it's going to be messy. I just actually washed this black out. Just another note to you, it's okay if you have white negative space. I know some people don't like that, but embrace it. I'm learning to embrace the negative space. Also, I love dark colors, so obviously it's fun to use the darker colors. Let me get more black on here. It's, for some reason, it's like, just kidding, you're not. And then we're going to just do a little pink in the corner. Not too much. All right. And then we're going to close this, and we're going to let that seep out. Happy Saturday. We're using Not a Fairy Tale right now, which is available at collagesoup.com. And because it's Halloween week, I was talking to a few of you over on TikTok. And I thought, what should I do this morning? I like it when you guys tell me like things that you want. And then I thought, everybody was like, do one last Halloween spread. And I thought, okay, I'll do one last Halloween. And I mean, Halloween lives forever, but you know, we got to show other things too, right? So there you go. Look at how beautiful this looks. I'm going to tilt you guys down a little bit. Look how dark. It's so beautiful. Where's my paper towels? So now we have this gorgeous dark page. I'm just going to jab it a little bit so it's not dripping wet, especially in the crease there. All right. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our raindrop stencil, because we are using Zombie Alice this morning. I'm obsessed with her, and I'm getting my paper towels ready. You have to use the whole roll. You cannot cut one off and like use that. You have to use the entire roll. So we're going to take this, and we are going to trying not to touch my face after I do this, because obviously, I don't know if you guys can start seeing all of the raindrops coming through right there. Can you guys see them? I just love it so much. It's just a fun technique, and it's super easy to do. So now we're going to do it on this side. gonna just do it over here. This is a messy stencil now. I'm gonna do it on both because we're gonna have bits of Alice and the pages on both. I'm gonna set this down here, and here we go. It's just water, Margaret. It's just water. This side was really, really saturated, so I'm gonna have to dry the pages for that to pop out, but that's not a big deal. Live and learn. And in order for me to glue, I'm just gonna start drying. So you can see the raindrops, which it's really, really fun. There they go. They're glue down what we want to use. My preferred inks when I am working like this are the Dilutions Shimmer. Because they're very, like, they're bright. And I like the way that they pop on the page. And they have that shimmer in them. So when you are looking at the page later on, like I can already see it, you see the shimmer. And it's just really beautiful, especially in the sunlight over here. I need this to be dry, so we're drying hard, especially when you have like other things on the other side, which is why I also put the paper towel so that it dries it. There we go. Don't be afraid to make a mess. You're gonna make a mess. Your hands are gonna be covered in ink. That's just how it goes. But art journaling like this is one of my favorite things to do. And so I'm okay with it. Like I said, it's fun to mix it up and get out of the funk of like doing things like that. All right. I'm gonna set that down for a minute. We're gonna get rid of these. We're gonna put this over here. I've got a messy stencil, and we're gonna set that down on some paper towels. Because all I need is for my floor to have purple and black. I'm pretty sure it already does. All right, I'm gonna save this actually for a little bit. Thank you. Hi, Allie. So you guys can see, look at the raindrops. Doesn't that look really cool? And then it's over here too on this page. So I love it. Embrace the patches. You want it to be messy. I mean, look at Zombie Alice. She's just sort of like this little hot mess, right? I do want to try a couple of things that I've not done yet that I thought would be fun with this spread before I add the collage soup elements to this. I've not tried this yet, so I thought, well, why don't we just try it out live? Yeah, the colors I used are crushed grape and black marble, and then that funky fuchsia, I think, is the other color. So that's what we're using this morning. Okay, I'm going to get this guy ready. I need a paper towel because, I mean, this is what your paper towel roll is going to look like. And you're okay with it because it's fine. It looks great. Okay, so I've not yet done this. Normally I stamp before I do the ink, but I'm gonna try this. And of course I just got white everywhere. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're just gonna try it. Where's my, okay. I'm just taking a little bit of white ink and I'm gonna try and see if it works. I don't know if it is or not. We're gonna do it up here in the corner. Very, very faint. It's like the faintest. That was my concern with that. That's all right. I actually kind of like the way it looks. So I'm gonna keep doing it. It's okay. Let's see how it looks on black. Oh yeah, it showed up just a little bit down here. You can't see it, but I'll show you in just a second. Oh, it's cute. It's pretty. And the shimmer of the ink is really, really good. I also have a stencil for spiderweb. So I can totally try and use this really quick and see what happens. It makes me nervous when I do this because if it doesn't turn out the way that I want, I'm just going to cover it. So we're just going to try a little bit. I mean, kind of. White's hard, but it's there. All right. So this is what we have going on down here in the corner. Can you kind of see it? It's very saturated. That ink is super white. But I'm not going to get mad about it because we're just going to cover it up anyway. Where's my papers? Where's my Alice papers? So on this side of the page, I'm going to rip. I'm not going to cut. I like to rip because I like the way that it looks. And then on this side, we're going to have Alice with a couple of other little things. I've got some bits of ephemera that I want to use behind her a little bit, or maybe over her. What else do I have? I have the candle. So let's cut out the candle. What I love about this page too is that you can cut the dripping ones and have them coming from the top. And that's what I want to do. So I'm going to use, I want to use this one. And then I'm going to show you guys a tool that I love. I guess, is it a tool? Do we consider like paint? I guess it is a tool, right? It's a medium. Is it a medium? What's the word I want? I need more coffee this morning. All right. I'm just going to cut this guy up. And normally I rough cut, but when I collage like this, I try to be as precise as I can because I want a certain look. But don't feel like it has to be perfect. Another reason I really stress to you to just have fun. I'm a weirdo, and I try to be precise, especially with the candles. But you can use that entire page as a background. You don't have to cut this up at all. Just have fun with what you're doing. I don't want anybody to ever feel like stressed out about collage or art journaling or using collage soup. And I know Emily doesn't either. These tools are meant to just kind of inspire you and guide you and help you and give you a little inspiration. Okay, so now I've got my dripping candle and I'm gonna have that over here. I actually really like the way that looks. I might use another one because we've got all these ones down here that I can actually use this one. This tiny one down here that's like popping out of the page. I'm gonna use that one as well. And when I got asked to do a Halloween spread this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, what can I do? And I really wanted to reuse some of the scraps and pages that I already had. And so when I saw Alice, I had no idea what I was going to do with her. I just knew that I wanted to use the raindrop stencil. So if you don't have a plan, that's okay. Like, just go for it. That's what I do, literally every time. Most of the time, I do not have a plan. Yeah, see, so we can have the candle popping out down here. Hi, Danielle. We are living and learning this morning. All right, and then for this guy right here, this is one of the pages in the book. I think I'm just going to rip. I like the way that that would look. And if you don't like the white edges on the paper, just use ink and blurt it out. So we're just going to... It also depends on how you rip and the way that you rip, like the side that you rip on. So if you happen to be like me sometimes where you rip the wrong way, just use ink and then you can lighten up, like right here, you can lighten up or you can darken up any coffee. You can darken up the edges. So now we've got this piece that looks like this. This is exactly what I wanted. I kind of wanted it a little rough so that it wasn't like perfect. And then we're going to glue that down. And then we've got Alice. I wonder how it would look if I combined the two. I still like the idea that I had. Okay, so I'm going to glue down the castle first. I'm just going to use Uhu, my glue of choice. You can use any glue. You do not have to use Uhu. I get asked a lot, but you can use any glue that you choose, whatever you choose. Whatever type of adhesive that you love, go for it. I like glue sticks because they're not as wet, and you just added all that moisture to the page, and the page is still a little damp. So we're just going to add some Oohoo, and then we've got the page looking like that right there. And then before I add Alice, I'm going to glue down these candles, the drip. And we're going to do this. I'm going to move you guys so you can see. Let me see if you guys can see that. We're just going to lay that down there. And then I have the tiny little piece from the book as well that I'm going to put down here. And I just love that. And you can just keep adding. You don't have to stop here. I'm not going to glue her down yet because I just realized that I had this stencil that has some words. And I think I want to use it. So I'm going to take that white spray again that I was using. And this one I think is called White Linen. So it's, again, it's a dilution spray. It's just called White Linen. And I'm going to use it to add some words to my page. Let me see. There we go. I like that. Okay, let me show you guys what I've got going on. I'm going to take Alice off really quick. I know where I need to put her, but can you guys see the words? They're just sort of like everywhere. So now we've got this look. Can you see the raindrops back there behind it? And a little bit of white, but it's okay because we like a mess. Hey, Trisha Ruth. I always forget to say, like, tap, hit the button, tap. I'm going to have a little coffee. All right, now we're going to add Alice. And see, it's starting to lighten up. The words are starting to lighten up. And what's really cool about this is that you can still see them. It's just going to be super, super faint. So now we're going to just glue Alice. I have a couple other little things that I want to add. I actually found some Collage Soup paper bites that I have. And I think it would be really fun if, I'm just trying to think if I want to use him or not. But I do have, this is not Collage Soup, but I have this and it's very Alice-y. So I was like, oh my gosh, should I use this? And I think I'm going to. I think we're going to use it. Just random bits of ephemera. I don't know about that, but maybe these two. And again, we're using the book Not a Fairy Tale. This is an ebook available at Collage Soup. And again, if you guys want to use the entire page, use the entire page. You do not have to feel like obligated to collage. I want you to feel comfortable with what you want to do. I challenge you guys to try some new things because it's always fun to try new techniques. Where's my little stopwatch here? I guess, is it not a stopwatch? I'm so tired. What's my name? There we go. We got that. I'm going to use this bat that I have. He's a little glittery. I got this at a local shop here. So I'm going to try to use some of my Halloween stuff because I have so much. And I need to use it up. I wonder if I should have put this behind her. I still can. I'm just trying to see how it would look. I don't know. Maybe I put him up here. What do we think? Oh, up or down? Up or down? Let me see. I kind of like him up here. So we're going to do him up here. All right. Hey, Renee. We are just collaging one last Halloweeny spread. I don't know if you would consider this Halloween or just a dark spread. Using a bat, I don't think that really constituted it being Halloween, but we're going to go with it. And then I have, let's pick, so this is what we have so far. We're not done because I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite tools to use when I am art journaling or collage, using Collage Soup and using like darker colored inks. But this is what we have. Thank you. And again, we're using a couple different books. So Where the Curious Go and Not a Fairy Tale. Those are 2 ebooks available on Collage Soup. Where the Curious Go is one of my favorites. I really do love that book so much. That's one of my faves. I always say that, but it really is. You guys know. I'm just trying to figure out what I want before we start doing the other, like using the tool that I love that I want to share with you guys. I'm just looking. There's some cool ones in here. Oh, I like this one. This one and... Okay. Let me see where I want this. Yep. Okay. Thank you guys. It's fun. And it's, you guys, this is, I want things to be easy for you, easier, duplicatable to where you feel comfortable using like inks and sprays and texture. And being okay with like embracing the negative space on your pages. I will say that when you use the ghosting technique, you need to use a thicker paper. There are journals out there like the mixed media paper. This is that really special paper. I have a few of these journals, but it takes the paper, it takes the water technique better, and it takes the ink better. If you use this on like a regular journal, it's going to seep right through, and you're not going to get that ghosting technique effect with the raindrops that you see, and then you're going to be disappointed. So always try to use like a thicker paper when you're using the inks and the ghosting technique. That's my tip. That's my hot tip for you. Okay, you ready for one of my favorite? You're gonna be like, this is your favorite tool? This is what I waited for this whole entire video? Yes, it is. This is it right here. I use the Grabby acrylic like paint marker. This is actually very, very thin tip. You can see right here, you see it? To create like the white that I want in the background, whether you do whatever it is, writing, sketching, doodling, whatever. I'm obsessed with this right here. And this is one of those things that, this is the fine tip. This is the extra fine tip. It's water-based and it's quick drying. And that's the other reason that I love it, is because it dries really quick. It's not one of those thick brush tips that people have. And I just like the tip. It's just very, very fine. You guys can see it's really, really fine. So I'm going to add some... Oh, that black is not going to show up. There we go. And it is a paint style marker, so you're going to have to get the paint going on it. I know some of you have some of those, and they're messy. They can be very messy. So don't be discouraged when you start playing with this and you have to continue to press it. Sometimes the ink dries up really fast, especially with the pages like this that have the thicker, can you guys see the thicker like paper? You have to like really get that paint going, which is what I'm doing right now. I do not want to take away from the raindrop effect, but I do want to add some of these doodles because what I love about these two is that you can journal with them. So if you decide that you want to do like a darker page with some collage soup images or like a collage soup outline, you can journal with these and write with them and then cover them with like bits and scraps or whatever you want to do. And so it just makes it really, really fun to use. Have fun with it though. Don't take it too seriously and just have fun with it. I'm just gonna put some over here because I feel like this page needs a little something extra. See? Hi, Diane. I don't think Rhonda ever made it. Poor Rhonda. And then we're gonna chat about one of the new items this week at Collage Soup. I'm just adding a little bit more white, you guys. I don't want to take away from my raindrops, but I do want to have fun with this because I really love these paint markers. And so the words say, lost in the inky darkness in these very woods. And so this right here is where the curious go. This is not a fairy tale, and this is not a fairy tale. Bits of ephemera that I had laying around. You can also use the paper bites if you have them. You can do whatever you want. You can add fabric. You can do whatever you want. This right here, this little marker is the same thing that I used on this one that you guys loved so much. The little white paint pen. And it pops through and makes the color, it's just like, looks so vibrant and beautiful on the page. And so everyone always asks me like, what? And I thought, you know what? It would be really fun to do that Halloween spread this morning and then share my favorite little paint marker, my little paint pen. It is grabby, Rhonda. It comes in a pack of 6 with black and white. So it's just a really fun little tool to use. I didn't cover the bottom because, again, I want those raindrops to pop through the back. I love me some Zombie Alice, though. She is so good. And I feel like the watch goes really well with what I used over here. So that's the spread today. I wanted to use the scraps, reuse your stuff. Like, try to use it. I would say lay it down, let it go. Like, use it or lose it. I want to chat really quickly about something fun we're doing over on TikTok. I'm going to tilt this up really quick. And you're going to get messy. Your hands are going to get messy. It's absolutely A-okay. The things that I use today are the distress, not the distress. Well, I wanted to use the distress. So hang on, guys. Let's add some of the Tim Holtz distress really quick to this. But the sprays that I like to use to saturate the page are going to be the dilution sprays. They're the shimmer. Those ones work better. The Distress Mica sprays, I feel like those are better for, have I not used this one yet? I haven't. Oh, maybe I'll use the green. Those ones I like for adding like a little bit of extra on top. So like this. Yeah, see? Oh, yeah. And because she's zombie, it gives it a little, yeah, it's perfect. This is like a really beautiful green. It's called Wicked. And then I'm going to use the Fortune Teller one as well. Hang on. And you don't have to add a lot. You can just, perfect. So now she's got these like green shimmers. I don't know if you guys can see like the paint splatters on there. When it dries, it pops and it kind of like adds a little bit of extra technique. But I like that it sort of looks like water. Thank you, Melissa C. I love her. She's so good. So Distress Mica sprays, I use the Dilutions, Shimmer Inks, water. You just need stencils and water, and you need a thicker paper. You can't use this technique on regular paper. And then the books that we used from Collage Soup this morning are the Not a Fairy Tale and the Where the Curious Go, which is where I got the candles. I almost want to add one more candle to this because I love this page so much. I'm just like debating adding one more. I might do it. I might. So I want to chat really quickly. Let me turn off my music and chat about the trade ya deck. I was going to use the brand new Rock the Casbah book this morning, but because it's Halloween week, I thought I would keep with the theme. We are going to be shifting from Halloween on TikTok as well into not just the holidays, but like everyday things that you can do, and the regular ebooks as well, non-holiday related ebooks too, because I know that you guys have been wanting to see like other books and other things. And so on Tuesday nights we go live over on the Collage Soup TikTok, and we do collage, we do decoupage. I think I've decoupaged almost every type of medium. I can't think of one that I haven't done yet. But right now, what is really, really trending and really, really fun over on Collage Soup TikTok is the Trade Ya deck. This is that 31-day prompt deck. And if you are on our TikTok, I invite you guys to go and get in on that post if you have the deck. I have been making ATCs to trade. So what we have is we have a fun little video over there where you guys can make the ATCs from the prompts and then trade them with people in the comments. And so I actually have, I think like 8 or 9 made so far that I am working on to try to trade with everybody that comments. But this is really fun. And this is one of those while supplies lasts items. So once it's gone from Collage Soup, it's gone. The other thing that I want to chat about really quick is one of my favorite books, which is the Dia de los Muertos book, The Day of the Dead. This book will be going away, I believe, this week. So if you don't have this ebook already, you need to go and grab it because it's stunning. It's literally one of my favorite books she's ever put out. I know I say that all the time, but it's true. And so this book right here is so good, you guys. And it will be gone after this week. And so if you don't have Day of the Dead yet, go grab it. It's an ebook, which means you can have it forever. But that's it. This is the spread this morning. I hope that you guys get inspired to try new things and to get messy and not be afraid to try this out. I get a lot of questions, especially over on the TikTok, of people that are nervous to try the technique. I failed a lot before I started seeing the ghosting technique come through, but it was because I wasn't using the right paper. So don't be afraid to try a thicker paper. Don't be afraid to mess up. I want you guys to try these techniques and then enjoy using them. Once you get started, you're not going to stop. And you can use this technique on tags, bookmarks, journals, all the things. But that's it. This is it. This is literally, I wish you guys could see the shimmer. So the shimmer sprays add that glitter effect to your page. And so it just makes everything like super beautiful. And you can see the glitter. I can see it. And then, of course, my little grabby pen. I don't know where it went. Right here. Now, if you are skilled, you can use paint. I am not skilled like that yet. So I use, and my hand shakes. So I use this extra fine tip acrylic marker, and I love the way that the white pops, especially over here on the Day of the Dead one that I did. You can see how bright that is. So again, don't be discouraged when it doesn't. You have to really push down to get that paint to come out, especially when you have thicker paper. All right, you guys, this is it. I hope this inspires you to journal this morning or this weekend, to try something new, to do new techniques, to maybe grab the ATC Trade Ya deck, to grab some of the new ebooks, finish up your Halloween spreads, or keep Halloween going all year round like me, because I do love Halloween so much. That's all right, Brandy. We're finishing up. We just finished the spread. Oh, and I actually love her a lot. And I love that this art journal is turning into like my Collage Soup YouTube mornings with you guys, Saturday mornings. She is, I love her. That's the spread. You guys, if you are interested in any of the Collage Soup items, head to collagesoup.com and then let me know what you guys want more of over here on YouTube. If you want it to stay more of like a collage and chat, if you want to learn more techniques, over on Tuesdays, we're trying to do new things in collage over there as well. But if there are certain things that you guys want me to try or use over here, let me know, because I will absolutely do them. We will not be live next Saturday. I'm going to be out of town, but we will be live on Tuesday over on the TikTok. So, the TikTok. I sounded so old right then. Why did I just sound like... We will be live on Tuesday on the Collage Soup TikTok. But we will not be live here next Saturday because I will be out of town. Actually, at a Dia de los Muertos event. So, I know, Margaret. I know. I'm laughing at myself too because I just sounded really, really, really ancient. That was funny. You guys, thanks for tuning in this morning with me and being here with me. I really appreciate you guys. And again, don't forget to hit subscribe and don't forget to check us out over on TikTok and Instagram. If you have any questions or want to see any new techniques, just let me know and I will catch you guys Tuesday night over on TikTok. Bye.